What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Dummy Wormy, and I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I got distracted. Yeah, I got distracted. I was listening to Timcast, and I just quickly became so enamored with how big of a soy cuck Tim has become. Like, I'm legitimately shocked at how pathetic he sounds right now. And I know a lot of people probably aren't watching Timcast on a day-to-day basis. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not going to be sitting here being like, oh my God, I can't believe this. But I listen to him mainly because he's a good source of news. I'm not even going to deny that. You can get breaking news while listening to him. Okay? Don't like Tim that much. And I want to lay this out, okay? I want to lay this out. I don't really want to go over these. I really don't actually want to go over his videos because they're so fucking retired. They are just so idiotic on an insane level. By the way, I'm trying to find something. Oh my God, it still is up. Okay, yay! We'll it's a topic for a little bit later. And again, I'm lagging up. Fuck OBS. Jesus Christ. It wants me to really update OBS, but every time I update OBS, bad things happen. So I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer to update OBS. Because fuck it. Anyways, though, back to what I was saying. Yesterday morning on Timcast, Tim was saying Trump should stand down. Trump should go weaker in Minnesota because all these half measures are awful. He needs to go all the way or not all the way. And imagine the PR that you can get if you stand down and don't do anything. Not even joking. This is shit that Tim said. Yes, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Because tonight, like, the topics tonight are, like, only one of them might get clipped out. And we're on a timer tonight. Because by about 9:30ish, 9:45, I have to call it. Because I'm going to be guesting over on Iron Oxide's channel to talk more politics. But I want people to realize that this actually happened, okay? So I'm going to go Timcast. Timcast, not IRL, just the normal channel. Timcast. We're going to go videos. We're not gonna watch the full, like, 30 fucking minutes of this goddamn shit. But this would have been 1 day ago. Let's see. It's all a lie. Okay, we're gonna come here, and I think it's about he does this. It's gonna be somewhere around here where it takes place. So let's listen for a second.
The activist organizations, what we're now learning is being called Signalgate. I think there was already a Signalgate, so I don't know if you can call it. Federal law enforcement put in place, duly elected. We're talking democracy.
Let's see.
When these agents go out and you choose to obstruct federal reporting, jurist is going to agree. And I'm sure the agent's going to say,
oh, here it is.
Democracy.
Okay. Here we go.
When these agents go out and you choose to obstruct federal law enforcement, it's a felony. And if you get into a fight with a cop while armed, it is not incumbent upon the officers to defer to you to shoot at them. A gunshot rings out. They see the guy hold.
This is still talking about the gunshot. Where is?
There has been a group chat for some time preparing for. We don't see anything like this in red and blue state. This is the state government.
Let's see.
Because the Preddy shooting is the principle. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't. It is clear. It is definitive now to anybody paying attention. That is, Tim Walz is praising. Yeah. These are fighters. They qualify. They're more of a it's a loose sound letter of marque or a privateer. What we are seeing state move one direction or the other with some civil war. People are going to ask if by this week or next, I mean, and not to mention it's freezing cold. The left partisans is a tactic. They're trying to engage in much obstruct from the people that they are correct. This is why I say Trump is. I tweeted this. Trump is not Lincoln. He's Buchanan.
Here we go.
Buchanan is widely regarded as one of the worst presidents ever.
Yeah.
He tried to.
Trump's Buchanan. All while at the same time
placate the South. He did not deal with the expansion of the insurgency, and this was at the crux of Bleeding Kansas.
Yes.
Trump right now is doing very little. Unfortunately, it's the case. I know that he's working very hard on foreign policy, agreed, but right now, he either needs to go full-scale fifth-generational warfare, and that doesn't mean shooting people or anything like that. It means manipulation tactics, control, subterfuge, whatever it may be, or he needs to stand down completely.
Oh! He needs to either go full-scale fifth-generational warfare, or he needs to stand down completely. Those were the words from Tim Pool yesterday. Oh, by the way, what's Tim saying now?
Because half measures help the left win. And by stand down, I mean, if he pulls his guys back and says, do not engage, even if they're armed, you may say, but people might die. Indeed. And if the story is the left has gone too far and is killing federal agents, Trump wins because he's not the aggressor. The other strategy is fifth generational warfare. Infiltrate, destroy, rebuild. It doesn't appear he's doing any of that unless all of this is on purpose. So I'm going to say this for the next segment.
No. So you mean to tell me yesterday fucking morning, Tim's out there saying Trump needs to do one or two things. Either he needs to do all the way. In this whole clip, he has a whole lot longer segment on why he should have stood down. Actually, there's another video on why he should stand down and why that could be great PR for the Trump administration. Imagine all that stuff. Trump needs to stand down. Trump needs to stand down. Standing down would be a much smarter point. Where are we at now with Tim Pool? Where are we at now? Let's go videos again. Let's scroll right on down here to he actually did it. What happens? How did we start this morning? How do we start this morning?
Well, you got a mix. You got some people who back Trump saying, what is this? You're pulling Bovino out? They're withdrawing their prosecution of Don Lemon? What in the world is happening? Trump says that he called Tim Walz and Mayor Frey, and they're going to have a conversation on how to work together. It looks like Trump is backing down. The Wall Street Journal is telling him to pull out of Minnesota. Give it up. Democrats are in open insurgency, and that's not an exaggeration. I'll show you the post breakdown, but we know exactly what's been going on with these leftists. Alex Preddy
Yeah, he goes on to basically say Trump surrendered. And how awful it is that Trump surrendered. That how awful it is that Trump decided to do exactly what he said he wanted to do. Oh, and by the way, Trump didn't even do that. By the way, Trump didn't even pull out. If you go on X right now, you can see literally everybody freaking the fuck out because Tom Homan's coming in and he's like, yeah, we're not backing the fuck down. We're gonna crack down harder now. And mind you, I should have pulled this up because I'm gonna bring this up later tonight on Iron Stream, actually. Where is it? Appeals court allows ICE to arrest protesters in Minnesota. Just yesterday, by the way, this happened. Trump admin wins court victory freeing ICE agents from Minnesota protest restrictions. Hey, guess what? Some of the problems that have been going over in Minnesota, yeah, actually the Trump administration couldn't do shit. They could only do so much. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about this. I didn't know about this until today either. Turns out that there's a lawsuit undergoing where the ICE people couldn't actually like stop a lot of what the protesters were doing. They couldn't actually engage a whole lot. They could only, tell them to get the fuck away, maybe detain them now and then, mainly because the Alex Penny thing wasn't ICE, that was CBP. But when it came to Renee Good, that was ICE. Yeah, they were restricted. They were unable to do shit. And now, you have Greg. You want to know what's changing over in Minnesota? You want to know what's changing? Yeah, Greg Bonvino is just going over to California. Tom Homan's coming in. So what changed? Oh, there was some conversations. Yeah, a lot of people were happy with what's going on. A lot of people were excited about what's going on. And, they were like, Trump surrendered, Trump surrendered, Trump surrendered. And what do we have now? Oh, what do we have now? Oh, Tom Homan. Tom Homan just put the fear of God into Minnesota leftists. He's launching a database on these insurrectionist clowns, stalking and attacking ICE, full names, faces, the works, and they're gonna contact their employers. Oh, what else is happening? You know what? If I go back to static, because honestly, a lot of people right now are acting like total fucking fools. Yeah, I'm gonna call some people out. Mainly Static and Prof, because Jesus Christ, get over your fucking black pill right now. We got secular talk. We got secular talk freaking the fuck out. We'll look at this, and again, I'm lagging up. Fuck this shit. And we even got Hassan freaking out. It looks like the local and state administration might have folded and will let ICE continue to operate in Minneapolis with local law enforcement protection in exchange for some fake promise. Oh, what we have here. Major breaking: Trump regime is increasing illegal DHS raid against protesters in Minnesota. Bovino firing was PR stunt to head fake de-escalation. Fake de-escalation. Yeah, nothing's changing. In fact, it's getting more aggressive in Minnesota. Right now, there's a tweet going around with Jacob Fry openly saying, yeah, we're not going to help out. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep pushing back. We're going to keep doing all this stuff. Yeah, right here. Right here. Where is it? Right here. Today, Chief O'Hara and I met with Border Czar Homan and had a productive conversation. I reiterated that my main ask is for Operation Metro Surge to end as quickly as possible. Public safety works best when it's built on community trust, not tactics that create fear or division. I shared with Mr. Homan the serious negative impacts this operation has had on Minneapolis and surrounding communities, as well as the strain it has placed on our local police officers. I also made it clear that Minneapolis will not enforce federal immigration laws. Okay, so they're still just gonna crack the fuck down on you. Yeah. And a lot of arguments right now, I'm not even lying, a lot of arguments is, well, the government can't do anything. Why can't they arrest, individuals like, what's the soy cock that used to, the gay guy that used to be over at CNN, Lamont. Yeah, you can't arrest Lamont. Why can't you arrest Lamont? There's 2 judges that actually made it impossible for you guys to get a Lamont right now, so they had to withdraw that actual standing because nobody was signing off on it, and they're trying to get an actual grand jury indictment so that they can end up arresting the fucker. Oh, the rest of the other people, yeah, they're still being charged, but the thing is, they were released from prison because another judge let them out, except for the white guy. You see, you got all that shit going on right now. There's a lot of shit going on that nobody ever tells you the full fucking truth of anything that's happening. Everybody wants to just go black pill, black pill, black pill. Freak the fuck out. Go like, why can't we do this? Why can't we do this? Biden was able to do this right away. Biden was able to crack down on all J6ers prior to even him being in office. Okay, yes, he had judges on his side. It's because they are doing nothing. Bull fucking shit, prof. You know what? Sit your fucking fat ass down because I'm going to yell at you next stream. So keep it up, buddy. Get ready to be fucking shouted at, the likes of which you've never done, because you are a fucking retarded loser right now. Goddamn, you sound soyer than a goddamn communist. Oh, don't you fucking keep bringing this bullshit that they can't do anything. Guess what? There's judges blocking it. Guess what? Biden admin, hey, they have judges on their side. The right doesn't have that fucking shit. So get it through your fucking faggot ass head. For once in your life, Jesus Christ, man. Yes, and your argument is because we don't have infrastructure, we can't begin building it. Yes, we can begin building it. Guess what? It takes years to build that shit, you fucking retard. Oh my God. You're more black-pilled than me? I'm not black-pilled. You want to know what black-pills me? Is morons like you. Legitimately. Morons like you and Static are what black pills me, because you guys just keep going out there saying, well, we're not going to participate anymore. We're not going to vote for them because we aren't getting what we want right now. That's what fucking black pills me, because guess what? That's just handing the reins to the commies. That's just giving it to the leftists. It's, we don't get what we want now, so we're going to have a big old temper tantrum, even though they've been building this infrastructure since the 70s. So get it through your fucking skull, man. We have a long way to go, and we got to take the little wins where we can get them instead of losing our proverbial minds every literal day and saying, it's over, it's over, it's over. We're not voting for them. God. And I'm 28 years old, and I know more than you do, prof. Let that sink in. Let it sink in that I'm smarter than you on this, and I'm more capable on this point. How many federal judges did Trump install? Not as many. Hey, guess what? How many of those people actually sided with the Biden administration? Sorry you can't win this. I'm sorry you're a fucking retard that can't even comprehend the fact that one side has been installing this shit since well before the 70s, maybe even the 60s, and we haven't. You're going up a beast like that. What do you want? You have to take the little wins. You have to build this shit out. You want to jump to plan Z right now when we're all the way here at A. God damn, this is my biggest fucking problem with people like you right now. You can't comprehend this shit. Yeah, you don't know shit. Dude, I'm older than you. Wow, you're typing like I would. You're angry, aren't you, buddy? All I said was all gay and retarded, and you are the one having an emotional outbreak. Chill, dude. I'm having an emotional outbreak because you guys keep doing the same shit every single day on how awful this is, even though we can't do anything. They ignored the fucking Supreme Court. Yeah, because guess what? One side has more power than we do. How many times do I have to lay this shit out for you? The long march through the institutions. That ring a bell? Yes, they ignored the Supreme Court. We don't have that liberty. How many times do I have to say that shit to you? They actually have the benefit. Hey, question, how many conservative news channels are there? How many conservative news channels are there? The things you say make it... No, there are options. It's you have to take it one step at a time, and you have to keep actually maneuvering through this. We have to move like molasses. Not even our choice. We are forced to move like molasses. They can go out there and just snap their fingers and do it. Reminder, they indicted Trump. You're macking in a red herring. News channels are bullshit. Okay, so all of Hollywood's on their side. All the news channels, except for maybe Fox, are on their side. Actually, including Fox, are on their side. Everything in our mainstream media, our social medias, all this shit is designed to be on their side. What do we have? The executive can just do it. No, they can't. They could block it. And guess what? Guess what? Here's the best part about the executive branch saying they could just do it. New administration, that's all undone. Next administration, it's all undone. So that goes that argument. How does the judicial enforce their decisions? Okay, so then you're saying just fuck the Constitution. Listen to myself? Yes, I am listening to myself. I'm being reasonable. Mind you, even you, Static, I want you to realize this, even you, Static, I was unreasonable after Charlie Kirk. I laid out everything that we need to be doing after Charlie Kirk. You want to know who told me I was radical at that point in time? You. So miss me with this shit that I sound unreasonable right now when I'm literally laying out what we have to deal with. They fucked it when they ignored the Supreme Court. They get to. That's the worst fucking part. That's what we're up against. The left already did it. Guess what? We can't. The left's out there right now pulling over people in Minnesota, doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. Please, in what way have I been radical? You? You're out there constantly saying we're not doing enough. We're not doing anything. We're not doing this. Even though when I said we need to do stuff, you said that's against the Constitution. We can't do it. Mind you, though, okay, over in Minnesota, everyday people, forcing people, pulling them over, everyday citizens, okay, citizens, air quotes again, I'm glitching up. Everyday people are pulling people over, asking for papers. Guess what on the media is being said? Guess what on social media is being said? ICE are Nazis because they're asking for papers. Not those people, though. You're not hearing anything about that because we don't have that benefit. They have PR out the wazoo. They have connections, the likes of which we don't have. How many times do you have to fucking see that before you realize, okay, we need to think about this in a better way instead of just go do it? You were literally, no, Static. The thing is, they're still trying to get that justice. They have to go through grand juries. You're saying you're not getting justice right now. When they have to go through grand juries, they're reporting on this shit daily. No, Prof, the reality is right now I'm ignoring you because you're just spamming in my chat and just typing in all caps. I'm kind of just ignoring you. You sound like a lunatic. Kind of proving my point. You want us to go do this right now when The problem is you can't do this right now. Static and you have already seen it before. When? Name it. Name when you have a federal administration being called a Nazi on a daily fucking basis, able to do literally anything. Name an administration hated as much as Trump is right now, able to do anything. I have nothing but fallacy. What's my fucking fallacy? 40 years of your lives. Bush? Yeah. Bush was a part of the, the big machine. The big neocon and neolib machine. That thing. He was on their side. It was all a big game and we're not even part of it. The thing that fucking Trump is not a part of. When was the last time Bush said anything nice about Trump, by the way? Or the current administration? He's doing the same shit Bush did? Where? Where has he declared war unconstitutionally? Yes, but did they hate him quite as they hate him now? Yes, but at least Bush was still liked by half the country. Like, they still were honest about him. They weren't constantly out there trying to say he peed on hookers. They were out here treating anybody that voted for Bush the same way. That's what I'm trying to say. Hey, Prof, you want to keep this shit up? You know what? You want to keep this shit up? Why don't we do this, Prof? Why don't we do this? What's a political family in our country? What's the political dynasties in our family? Oh, yeah. Bush's, Clintons. Prior to Trump, everybody was pretty much in agreement. We all know this shit. Acting like, oh, well, they did it back here when everybody was in agreement. And now not everybody's in fucking agreement. No, Prof, you can't pull this fucking shit. You can't be saying, well, Bush did this, Bush did this, Bush did this, Bush did this, Biden did this, Biden did this, Biden did this. When they're one big happy family and we're not a part of it. Trump, who is not a part of it, can't just go in there and do whatever the fuck he wants like you want him to. They didn't agree with him publicly. They agreed with him behind the scenes. It was all one big happy family that we weren't a part of. Welcome to the point, Dermy. No, my point is we don't have that ability to do that shit, you fucking retard. Why can't you fucking comprehend that last little bit? Doesn't matter what they were able to do. Doesn't matter what they had the capacity to do. Trump doesn't have that capacity. How hard is that to comprehend? Legitimately. How hard is that last little bit able for you to not comprehend? This whole thing of Trump's the outsider. Trump's not a part of this. Trump's not a part of this. How is that last little tidbit incapable of you to comprehend? Why is that the hardest fucking part? Where it's like, oh, all these guys did it, so why can't Trump? They were all in a big fucking happy family fucking each other all day and night just for the theatrics. They said they hated each other. Trump's never been a part of that shit. The executive can do it, and then it gets undone by the next administration. Fucking think, you faggot. You're starting to sound like fucking Tim Pool is right now, the biggest soy cuck out there. Exactly. There's no point in doing it then. It's just going to be undone. And then the next administration comes in. The people that you're not now willing to like just walk in because you're out here saying that you're not going to vote. The next people come in, pack the courts, repeal, basically get rid of the filibuster, push all their agendas through. And also it doesn't matter if there's going to be, any sort of protections for Trump at that time. They're going to get rid of that shit and just throw him in jail and throw all of us in jail. Yeah. But hey, you're welcome to do that, because if you don't get this thing that you can't get right now, you're going to throw away your vote. I sound black-pilled. Realize I sound black-pilled because what I'm saying is I don't hate what's going on in the administration, and I'm not angry about what's happening. I'm frustrated. I'm not angry. And I realize that we are moving slowly because that is our constraints. We are still getting shit done, and I'm not over here saying if I don't get what I want, I'm not voting for them. That equates to me being black-pilled, accepting some shit that we can't change and we have to figure out how to move around in this world to be able to get to where we want, is me saying I'm black-pilled. But you coming out here, reminder, quote from Prof, the biggest quote of all: if I don't get what I want, we're not voting for them. By the way, everything that I want is happening. It's just slow. Do you think I want the Insurrection Act? Yes. At the same time, I could see reasons why we're not using the Insurrection Act right now. But hey, I'm black-pilled. Yes, if we don't act how we want them to, we don't vote for them. Equating so that you would then just let the people come right on in. The commies, all the dirty commies, they just get to walk right on in and do whatever the fuck they want because they're going to be unencumbered because, again, everybody's on their side. Trump will be in prison, probably executed. He's got that guy right now wanting to execute Trump. Almost all the people we listen to on a daily basis will also be imprisoned. YouTube censorship, all internet censorship will get to the point that me and you, we can't communicate ever again. Yeah. Probably have a Fed breaking down my door right now. Your firearms, yeah, they'll be gone. That's smart. That sounds like a smart thing to do. That sounds genius, I'm just gonna say. Pack of the courts. America will become commie land. Brilliant ideas. Brilliant ideas. By the way, what happened in Minnesota again that led you guys down this path that Trump surrendered? Oh yeah, they moved Greg Bonvino back to California and have Tom Homan coming in. That's what led to all this. Reminder. That's what led to all of this. And again, you're letting him do it, Prof. Doesn't matter. Prof, here's the thing. I agree. They're going to do it if they win. They're going to do it if they win. Actually, when they win. Here's the fucking reality, Prof. Me, here, because again, I'm the black-pilled one for some reason. Me. I'm still going to vote to prevent them from doing that. You are throwing away your vote. Think about that. I'm preventing them from doing it. I'm going to cast my ballot to say, fuck that. I'm going to vote in the primaries. Try to get somebody better in. Have to deal with what I have to deal with. I'm going to prevent it as much as I fucking can. Because that's what I want to do. That's the correct thing to do. You, on the other hand, I'm not getting what I want. I'm just going to let the commies in. You guys can do whatever you want. Your vote doesn't matter when 50 illegals vote against you. Okay, then give up, Prof. Give up. Quit trying. And again, I'm the one who sounds black-pilled. I'm the black-pilled one. Hey, Prof, you sound pretty black-pilled right now in my chat. Sound pretty black-pilled, bro. Sorry, I was looking something up. Gail! Thinking there's gonna be another election, LOL. Well, there will be another election. There's at least 2 more elections. Then there probably won't. But again, I'm the black-pilled one. You see, if you keep pushing this whole narrative that, hey, I'm just gonna give the fuck up because I'm not getting what I want, instead of I'm gonna keep fighting tooth and nail to the bitter fucking end, trying to push what I want into reality, trying to get our country to be where I want it to be, I'm gonna keep fighting until I can't fight anymore, until my last dying breath. Me saying that, I'm black-pilled, you guys aren't apparently. That's what I'm learning here. Voting isn't giving up. Hey, but Prof, you said you're not gonna vote, so you are giving up. Prof, that's what you're doing. You're giving up ground to commies. You're not winning or fighting. Me, I'm fighting the best I can. I'm dealing with state and local shit too. I'm fighting wherever I can. I follow my local politics. I follow my state politics. I try to advocate and fight for stuff on a daily basis out of all this stuff. What do you do? Legitimately, what do you do? Do you track your local judges? Do you track your local Congress people? You know, your state and local Congress? Do you do any of that stuff? Do you make sure your city council act the way you want it to be? Your mayor? I do. You brought 4 conservative votes into the world. 4 conservative votes that can't vote yet. And you're giving up. Man, that's a smart idea. I'm over here trying to fight for other people the best I can and make sure that my area, my little corner of America, is secure and protected to the best of my ability. You're giving up. You're giving up. Prof, you can't come over here and keep screaming you're not giving up when you're openly saying if I don't get what I want, I'm not going to vote. You're giving up. You gave up. Congratulations. Welcome to being black-pilled. Me, I'm not black-pilled. I understand what I can and can't do. I understand and accept what I can and cannot change. I fight for what I can change every fucking day of my life. And I also know, hey, federal politics, that is only one key in this whole rigmarole. Something that a lot of people keep fucking forgetting. State politics. City politics. Your local politics. That's where all these keys are. But no, we keep just forgetting about that. Even though, fun fact, the majority of Republicans control local politics. Except in Virginia and Maryland now. You know, those battles are where we need to be at. Once winter is over, summer of love is going to shatter what's left of this country. I'm looking forward to it. You know, Kel, I have this to say. You're black-pilled, but at least you're a fun black pill. At least you're a fun black pill. Who is in control of Arizona and Georgia? Well, obviously, Prof, you thought the Republicans were in charge, but they weren't. That's you guys falling asleep at the wheel. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to pay attention to this shit. I track my shit daily. I got a lot of people in my fucking Congress that I don't like. My governor is retarded. And she's a Democrat, and I am out here actually trying to fight for the good changes here in my state. Are you doing the same? Or are you just focusing on Trump's gonna save me, Trump's gonna save me, Trump's gonna save me? Because you can only do so much. You have to focus in on the things you can fucking change. And all I ever hear from you, Prof, right now is legitimately giving up because I'm not getting what I want. Trump isn't saving anyone. He gave in. Ha, there it is again. How did he give in? Remind me, how did he give in? What did Trump do to equate to giving in? What did Trump do to equate to giving in? He gave up on Minnesota. Where? When did he give up on Minnesota? No, he didn't, Prof. That was all a lie. ICE is still there. We just went over this fucking shit. Jesus Christ, pay attention. ICE is still literally there. Tom Homan is cracking down harder than before. They just got a massive win in the court system, by the way. The thing that I say is also restraining us, that we also have to try to figure out how to get through and all this stuff. You know, they got another massive win where they're now actually allowed to actually engage the protesters a whole lot more. Tom Homan's over there saying, yeah, we're cracking down harder than before. All that shit's happening, and yet Trump gave in. They are scaling back. There's no evidence that they're scaling back. And in fact, they're enforcing it harder. There's actually no ICE agents that have left Minnesota yet. The only person that has changed positions has been Greg Bonvino. That's it. That's a win they got 2 weeks ago. This was just reported yesterday, Prof. Shut the fuck up. You're not even paying attention to the news yourself. You're out here saying it's all over. Trump gave in. Trump gave in. None of the facts are actually backing up what you're saying. Literally says, article published January 22nd. November notice 26. Submitted January 25th, filed January 26, 2026. This is when this all happened. This literally happened yesterday. The file's right fucking there. Here, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in because you're saying it happened 2 weeks ago. Let's zoom in. What does that date say? What does that number say? Here, I'll make it bigger. I'll make it bigger, buddy. I'll make it so much bigger. Look at that. What's that date? January 26th of 2026. Oh my God. That's when it went into effect. It was 2 weeks ago. It was a week ago. That date right there. Sorry. Look at the fucking date. This is them getting the win, dumbass. You're wrong. You're factually wrong right now. This is the other part of this whole thing. Again, I'm the black-pilled one. I just showed you a big old white pill. Prof, at some point in time, that is the fucking filing. The filing says otherwise, Prof. It even says right here, date fucking filed. Get over your shit. You're factually wrong. This is when all this went into effect. Yesterday, they got this. Congratulations. They didn't, though. It's right there. It's not fit. Dude, this isn't how appeals work. You win the appeal when it gets filed. Prof, you're factually fucking wrong at this point in time. Jesus Christ, this is the... How am I the black-pilled one? How am I dealing with this shit? I'm 28 fucking years old and I know more. God damn. What the fuck's wrong with this shit? When is Don Lemon's court date? So here's that thing, okay? Part of the problem with Don Lemon's situation is both it was a Minnesota federal judge, and because again, this is Minnesota jurisdiction we're dealing with. Minnesota is its own area. So you got a bunch of commies in it. Because remember, Democrats own Minnesota. What is the Democratic Party named over in Minnesota? Oh yeah, the Democratic Farmers and Laborers Party. Because farmers use sickles, laborers use hammers. There's the math. They're also the only real state that voted against Reagan. Anyways, so you got all those people throughout that entire district because Minnesota is within its own district. So you have both a federal judge within the Minnesota district, that is a commie, saying, no, not going to sign off on these papers. Then you take a look. There was a second judge. It was a lower level judge. I can't remember what it was. Magistrate judge. Yes, a magistrate judge also ended up saying, yes, I'm not going to sign off on any of these things. So you have those two things over in Minnesota. So what do you have to do now? Well, you got to do the whole rigmarole of getting a grand indictment, which you can indict a ham sandwich. But again, this is going to be primarily built up of people throughout Minnesota. Yes, you have more control over the people that will be in charge of this grand indictment, being the jury. You can actually scan a bunch of this stuff. And it is the feds. They can actually take a good long look at all your fucking history and everything like that. But it's still a whole rigmarole. So that's how you're going to get Don Lemon. Potentially. Through the grand jury system. But again, you're utilizing the Minnesota jurisdiction, okay? So all the people within Minnesota, you can have some Republicans, yes, but also they're gonna be commies. Or Nick Ricada. And what I laid out there, okay, is all facts. All that's January facts, okay? Genuine facts. Things that you have to deal with. So when you take a look at all these things that you have to deal with, okay, to deal with all this shit, how do I get through all this shit? By the way, Prof, I just looked at all that. That's when it was put into the appeals court. That's the appeals court's ruling saying they can do it. They couldn't do shit until the appeals court decided. So fuck you. Anyways, okay, so you have all this shit that you have to deal with. You have to navigate all this shit. Let's figure it the fuck out. We're going to do A. Okay, A didn't work. B. Okay, B didn't work. C. C might work. Let's go. And you have to keep going down the fucking list. Because that's our issues here. And I accept that. I take note of that. I say it fucking sucks, but this is the system that we have to live in. And again, I'm the black-pilled one. I'm laughing because I know how the fucking government works. You can have a bunch of family throughout the entirety of the government. I deal with government quite a bit. I think it's a bullshit system, but I also understand why our system is the way it is by him. Per prof. Fuck the country, fuck the Constitution, do whatever the fuck we want. Even though one of the big parts of how we are navigating this country is the right is trying its hardest, okay, to appear to be the legitimate form of government. Yes, we have a respect for the way our government works. Jeremy is Zoomerwaffen, but that's not good enough. If I was Zoomer, no, legitimately, if I was in charge, there would be a lot of things changing. Okay, there probably would be a lot of things changing if I was in charge. First off, internet ID. You need ID to go on the internet. Make the internet a whole lot better place. No. Like, I just understand how our system is, and I respect our system. I hate it a lot. Guess what? It really does piss me the fuck off, but there is no better system than what we have right now. And the thing is, yes, I still respect the judicial branch. I don't want to run roughshod left, right, and center. I don't want to just go out there and act all willy-nilly, because you want to know why I don't want to do that? Because I still want some form of system. I still like the American governing system. I still love it, even with all of its fucking flaws. I accept that. And I would rather us do this and try our damnedest to do this the legitimate, fair way, and not go back to how I felt after Charlie Kirk's death, where I really wanted to just go all out. Because there's other aspects to all this that not a lot of people think about. How are we viewed on the world stage? How do our allies view us on the world stage? Will this hurt us diplomatically? Are these things that we need to be thinking about all at the same time? Because reminder, and I remember this, will our enemies use what we do against us? Because let's go back to 2020, and I remember this. I remember this moment very well. Biden administration sat down with the CCP. They were doing some talks, and I think it was in Alaska. And the Biden administration was trying to be all tough and powerful and be like, you can't be doing this to the Uyghur Muslims. You can't be treating the Uyghur Muslims like this. And you want to know how the CCP responded? Yes, but look at how you treat black people in your country. And that was a bit bad Chinese. They'll use that shit against you all the time. They'll use your PR against you. So you need to take that shit into account as well whenever you go around this stuff. We're trying to look legitimate to not just normies, because again, you have to take normies into account and the everyday people that aren't on either side, you know, the middle of the road people. You have to take them into account. And if you just go out there guns ablazing, breaking all the laws, yeah, you're going to scare them the fuck off. You'll actually look like the Hitlerian that you are, even though, again, I would love it if Trump was half the things that the left fears him to be. So you also have to take those people into account. Then you have to take how your allies are viewing you into account. Is this going to have negative ramifications on us globally? Potentially, maybe, I don't know. Is this going to have negative impact amongst the world as in large? Because also, a lot of our actual government, our country, you know, controls the vast majority of the world's wealth and the way the whole global economic system is. So you also have to take that into account. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, man, we really should have listened to the founding fathers all the way back then, not getting involved in all the world's affairs. But hey, look at where we are now. Again, OBS is fucking up. When you realize that our world is completely different, and our world has to go a completely different way. Way we deal with shit is not the same way as a Biden who is in league with the WEF and all the ESG shit and everything like that. George Soros. All those people. Yeah. Shit. Because we're not connected to the fucking commies, we can't act like the fucking commies. And again, I'm the black-pilled one. If I'm black-pilled and yet sounding super reasonable, laying this all out and saying I would like us to go further, but I accept that we can't and we have these restrictions on us, if that makes me black-pilled, what does that make you? Because if I'm the black-pilled one here, legitimately, if I am the black-pilled one, and I'm constantly saying, hey, we're doing the best we can and moving forward as hard as we can, having to deal with all these restrictions, if I'm the black-pilled one, what are you? Think that through. Because I don't think you're going to like how it plays out. I think you're going to find that you really hate how it actually looks. Fuck, this was an hour-long conversation, by the way. And I have to send at least one DM real quick. What is going on? Oh yeah, my whole notifications have been blown up because of crazy shit. Whatever. I'm the Vanta black-pilled one. Kel, I respect you, buddy. I respect you a lot. By the way, I do feel like I should shout this one out real quick. I need to shout this out real quick. Part of the thumbnail tonight is actually taken from this Pixiv account from Equus Ingus. I just wanted to be nice and shout this person out because it made this really good picture of Kirsha that I may or may not have saved. Yeah. Normally I don't shout out artists like that because I don't normally take the artist's rendering or anything like that. I usually just find a Google picture of them, maybe from stream or one of their thumbnails, and I'll run with that. Therefore, I don't have to do that, and I don't feel obligated to have to give the shout outs like that. But I felt like I needed to do that. But let's calm down a little bit. Let's chill out a little bit. Mainly because we're going to be yelling and screaming at each other literally in the next stream. I already feel it coming. No, I didn't share that from the folder view. This is Pixiv. I don't have a Pixiv account. None of my folders are open. This is just the person's Pixiv. Wait, yeah, I don't have a folder open. And it's good that I don't have a folder open because I have some stuff in my folders that I don't want to be shown right now. Anyways. By the way, I need... Static, if you're there, I'm sorry for yelling at you too. There goes Prof again. There goes... Why do we... Fuck OBS. It's gonna force me to fucking update it, isn't it? It's gonna force me. It's doing the fucking glitching shit again. Okay. Sent by Cloud folder. No, Cloud's sending... Actually, here, why don't we do this one first? This is funny. I'm not making a video on this, but this was funny, and Cloud did alert me to it. I'm not making a video on this, but this is a thing that is actually happening. Just found out there is a website that tracks ovulation and menstrual cycles for female VTubers. And for a little while, you couldn't find it. So you can Google this website right now, and I'll show it to you. I'll show you what you get. Give me a second. VTuber ovulation tracker. If you Google it, Oh, it's actually it's still up. Okay, it's still up. There's nothing here, but yes, you can go to the website and you can look at VTubers and their ovulation records for adult VTubers. Apparently, yes. Wait, I need to see. Can you? Oh my god. Shy Lily. Oh my god! Hey. Zentreya. I did not spell Zentreya right. You think you saw this through legal mindset? Would not shock me, but let me see. Can I find Zentreya? No, that's Zendaya. Fuck the copy! Nope, Zentreya is not on here. Okay, so it doesn't have everybody on here, which is a thing. But yes, this is a real thing. I wonder, I'm curious. I'm just gonna click on a random VTuber. You know what? Let's go Scoochon. Let's do Scoochon. Wait, is this? It quotes their fucking X accounts. Wait, so different tampon sizes are not different vagina sizes? Tummy ache. This is how they deduced it. This is how they deduced the ovulation. That just means Zentreya is a dude, or it means that there's not enough evidence to deduce whether or not they actually did this. I need to go back. I need to go create an account. I can create a fucking account. Why? Let's go Kirsha. You know what? I know Kirsha was talking about this a little bit, but been actually watching my background noise show because Tommy Hort, and I wish I had a classic Naga because it's. I think Kirsha, like, they are saying, like, this is not accurate. Man, the level of fucking autism you have to go through in order to get to this point, holy shit. Holy shit, the level of autism you have to go through to figure this stuff out. But I do have some reactions. I love Scoochons. You guys think you're so slick, but y'all are inaccurate as fuck. I love this so much. By the way, I do think this is a little weird to track. Fully admit, I think this is a little weird to track because I don't really give a shit. I am amazed by it. I'm fascinated by this thing. I am so fascinated that people actually took the time to do this. Wait, I'm curious. There's no evidence. Okay. Wait a minute. I call bullshit. This feels so. This does feel weird, though. This does feel weird. I love Smuggalata. It checks what? It checks what? But now there is this. Okay, so this is from Shikai, whatever. Whoever added me to it, into this shit, whoever made this website, you're such a piece of shit, and I hope you'll break your bones. Why would you learn coding to create such a fucked up website? I think personally, this is just WordPress. No, not, yeah, I think it's a WordPress website. Like, this is not a in-depth website. I've made a couple websites before. This is like very, very pathetic and like cheap. That's why it was made. One, it's fucking creepy. Yeah, funny, but creepy. Two, seek therapy, you freak. Maybe this was his therapy. You ever thought about that? Maybe his therapist said, to help with your autism, do this. And this is what he decided to do. Weird, kooky, inaccurate, but maybe. You don't know. 3, it's so disrespectful towards women. Can't you grown-ass men rather touch grass than make women's life miserable? Are you on your cycle? I'm just asking. Because, like, I love smoking a lot of, like, what the fuck? And I love Scooch just go like, you guys think you're slick but inaccurate. Because they're just joking around about it. It's just a dumb thing. It's false. It's wrong. It's not the end of the world. It's creepy, but it's just dumb. But you're acting like it's the end of the world. And how is this disrespectful? Legitimately, I don't really need to know. I'm not dating any of you guys. I don't need to know when to be terrified for my life. What? Tomboy bull shark? Oh. My brain went to a completely different area. But we have more because Parrot, who I'm never going to react to a Parrot video on stream. Parrot makes interesting videos, but he has a hard, I'm going to say South American accent. Very Spanish or something like that. And he rolls his R's a lot and talks very, very fast. Like these are brain rot videos to the core. You know, like how everybody has the attention span issues that we talk about a whole lot. His videos will definitely keep your attention up there. And the way he makes his videos will one day crash his entire thing. Like, we're never going to react to one of these because I don't like them. Great info, I don't like them because they're just... what the fuck? But... great. I should be following him. Site is based on public information posted by VTubers themselves. How dare you do math and keep a timetable? Stop posting about your period then. If you want privacy, stop making your life public. People legit take anything related to pain and add it as evidence. Second, if you want to normalize collecting people's period circulation, then you must be an effing freak. Don't tweet about it. That's the thing. Just don't tweet about it. As long as you don't tweet about it, nothing bad happens. Imagine you had a sister and she mentioned once having a tummy ache and someone tracking that shit down, claiming it must be her period, makes it public. So, this actually reminds me. Have you guys ever watched Community? Have you guys ever watched Community? There's a character in Community named Abed, and I don't remember if it's season 2 or 3 that this takes place. But they have this whole, like, it's this moment of, they're trying to find a pin, I believe it is. And they're going through everybody's stuff, and Abed ends up having, you know, a little book. And they start looking through the book, and they see this weird chart table thing. Maybe it was a calendar. It was either a table or a calendar. And what they ended up discovering is, holy shit, Abed started tracking the girls' menstrual cycles. And he's like, yeah, I did. And they were all like, why the hell are you doing this? Well, you know, I ended up being like, hey, once every so often, you guys would get like really mad with me. And because I'm autistic, I started taking note of it. And I started figuring out like how to deal with you, like chocolates and everything like that. And I just started tracking it all. And then the next thing I know, I was tracking something I didn't need to, but I kept doing it. Yeah, sometimes people do weird shit. Maybe it's a benefit to society that some guys know, like, hey, this time of the year or this time of the month, we're gonna avoid you. Just gonna say that one. Then we'll come back because you'll be super happy. But Do you think that's considered? Do you think that's considered normal and not weird? No, it is weird, but it is what it is. It's weird. It's freaky. This is kind of creepy, but it's still funny. You, as a man, shouldn't even open your mouth about ovulation. I don't even. I'm so confused on when ovulation is. Is that after the period or pre-period? Because there's this whole period of time when they go like, I'm super freaking horny. And then the period happens, but I don't know. Does that take place after or before? And all I really care about is when do I need to go fishing for a week or stay away or stay in a hotel? Because I know damn well I'm going to piss you off. I know that's going to happen. That's why I would like to know. I love Parrot. Keep coping and seething. I will talk about whatever I want and there's nothing you can do about it. I respect this. I respect this so much. Dude, listen, Parrot's a good follow. He great with info. Can't stand his videos for the life of me, but he does have good info. Super South American. Me when I'm getting married this summer, cope and seethe. I love this. I love this so right. You got such big alpha male energy. This will make you the coolest factory-made friendless gamer. Damn right. So I'm getting married this summer. Oh, I wonder, is this actually him or is this just a random picture that he made up? Because it could actually be him, which is hilarious. But then, one last final little bit. For some reason, Nira VT isn't showing up. Just saying, we're constantly told that Niera's a woman. Just saying. I do respect this though. I respect this a lot. I thought that was the funniest story. And Cloud, I saw this going viral and Cloud sent it to me. And Cloud goes, I'm not gonna dox DMs. I'm not gonna dox DMs, okay? But one of the things Cloud told me, Cloud goes like, this is wild. I saw something about it. One of his last responses was, before the site went down, I saw Kirsha was on there, LOL. Cloud's the one that told me Kirsha was on it, by the way. It was not me searching it or listening it into Kirsha's stream. No, it was Cloud that told me Kirsha was on it. I want to know why. Was Cloud looking into this stuff himself? Like, I'd do it as a joke, but was Cloud curious? Do you think Cloud knows? Do you think Cloud took the time to look through every girl VTuber that he is aware of and go through there? Because if so, bruh. Okay, we need to get at least one legitimate topic out of the way because I do have like 15 minutes left in all this, and I might save the couple other shit for later. Like, I will do the VTuber ice shit later because there's more to that. And there was an interesting little thing because I was not expecting the politics to run as long as they did. But let's get a real topic in, shall we? That's not VTubers or anything like that related for a little while. We're going to talk a little bit about Starfleet Academy, the most bestest Star Trek made in years that is definitely saving the franchise. It's definitely leading all the chuds to ruin because everybody loves this show all day and night. And actually, that's a little bullshit. We all know the facts here. Starfleet Academy is one of the greatest disasters to hit not just Star Trek in general, and not just Kurtzman Trek, but Paramount Plus, period, end of discussion. Because we've been seeing a lot of interesting things come out about the viewership data in regards to this show. Primarily, yes, even though this show was put up for free to watch on YouTube, even though there's apparently some weird people at like some dysfunctional website trying to say that everybody wants to go watch it on, paid for. But yeah, even though they put it out for free a couple weeks ago, the first 2 episodes, you could just go and watch right now on YouTube. Don't even need to have Paramount Plus. You can just go watch them live on YouTube. And problem was, following that, not only did the premiere video end up being basically completely just shit, nobody watched it, nobody decided to even tune in to the premiere. As of right now, as of recording this video, yes, compared to last week to this week, episode 1 did see about 100,000 more people tune in to at least click on this. That doesn't equate to an actual view. That doesn't actually equate to anything. It mainly just means that people clicked on this and then decided to click off. In fact, the back end, you would actually be able to see whether or not how long somebody actually watched said thing. But even still, I do have the like to dislike ratio turned on, and boy, oh boy, only 8.7k upvotes to whopping 30k downvotes. Yeah, that's not looking too good. And even still, realize that this has been out for 2 weeks now. Actually, yeah, about 2 weeks or so. This first episode has been out on. I come over here to Starfleet Academy. Whenever I do the Google search, or YouTube search, you can see I'm not getting the actual video pulled up. And I get it, okay? Before somebody actually says, oh my god, but this is your personal YouTube account, they're going to show you the stuff you want to see. It's not going to show you what actually is going to pull up. Well, just to help double check that and to help correct the record, I did pull up an incognito tab, and when I type in Starfleet Academy, it ain't Starfleet Academy I'm getting right away. It's a Nerdrotic and Heel versus Babyface on an incognito tab that I am not signed into. Just going to be very clear here. But furthermore, remember, this episode here is 2 weeks old right now over on YouTube. Gary's video that came out just yesterday, or actually earlier today, January 26th of 2026, another video on Starfleet Academy, 792,000 views. And even when you come back over here, I'll quickly refresh because some of these viewership data doesn't quite, add up. Well, one, Star Trek just bumped up a lot, but already 24k views 13 hours ago, 36k views 10 hours ago, 8.3k views 9 hours ago. Not as good, but you're seeing everybody else is pretty much getting the viewership data and not Starfleet, even though you're trying your hardest. And again, this is 2 weeks old at this point in time. You're going to be struggling for quite some time now. But hey, you do have Paramount. Okay, you know what? Maybe the whole racial Leichmans of the world are correct, and people decided to tune in over on Paramount Plus, where they ended up having to pay money and also watch through ads, and not over on YouTube. They decided to tune in over on Paramount Plus to watch Starfleet Academy instead of go watch it for free. Maybe that argument is correct. Oh, here's Samba TV data. Yeah, the latest Samba TV data weekly wrap is here, and Landman is still on top. Oh, that has to hurt. That has to hurt. Now, just to be very clear, this is as of January 12th through the 18th. We come over here just to make sure you guys understand this first 2 episodes came out on 14th. So, realizing that, yes, these 2 episodes should actually be here in this Samba TV data. It's not. In fact, Landman, which by the time this was out, I do believe was just seeing its season finale. Yeah, no, actually, no, this was seeing its season finale. Fantastic episode, taking the #1 spot, which is just fantastic. Landman is still a beautiful show on Paramount Plus. And mind you, the cooler part about this is Paramount Plus has the fraction, a very small fraction of the subscriber base. Compared to things like Netflix or Disney Plus, Paramount Plus has the smaller amount of subscribers actually on their platform. To whenever you see any of their shows actually bump up to #1, you know that show's actually being watched by a lot of people. And as the week that, well, Starfleet Academy was coming out. Yeah, Landman was in number 1. Again, not a shocker. Fantastic show. Love it. Billy Bob Thornton is top-notch acting throughout it all. But let's say, hey, we need some newer data. We need some accurate data. This is just consolidated viewership, and you only get really Samba TV data unless your TV has the Samba TV app. And there's a lot of nuances and things like that that go into all this stuff. So we need accurate data. We need more definitive stuff. And Nielsen data isn't out right now. So what might we be able to do? Oh. Top 10 on Paramount Plus in the world on January 27th, 2026. Oh. This is the top 10 streamed shows from Paramount Plus as of recording this video. Oh. Well, top TV shows on Paramount Plus on January 27th, 2026. South Park, which that's going to stay there forever. And then Landman. Again, this is 2 weeks after the season finale. Tulsa King, which is well done for right now. Season 3 ended I don't know how long ago. I'm still watching through it. Really good show. Actually starts really grabbing you. Yellowstone. Mayor Kingstown. So Taylor Sheridan's tearing it up over there at Paramount Plus. Man, it really would suck if he left that platform. Oh, wait, he did. Yeah, it's very clear that it's Starfleet ain't it. Starfleet can't even crack the top 10 shows on Paramount Plus. This is their own website. This is their brand new flagship show, the show that they're super proud of. They're going to be launching all sorts of stuff with this show. You're going to get at least 2, maybe 3 seasons with it. Oh. Even your top 10, even your own streaming service doesn't even want to acknowledge that show exists. Nobody's watching Starfleet Academy. That's what it boils down to. Yes, your free stream 2 episodes managed to achieve 240,000 views 2 weeks after it aired. That's not really that impressive now, is it? Especially considering people like Gary fart and get more viewership than you do in a matter of hours. Utilizing your own IP even, man, that really must suck. That really, really must suck to hear something like that go down. But at the end of the day, are you really shocked? I'm not even a Star Trek fan, man. I like freaking First Contact. Yes, I like Enterprise. I have some fond memories of Voyager, but I'm not a Star Trek fan. I'm never gonna come out here and act like a Star Trek fan. But even when I see any stills of this show, I'm sitting here thinking, what on earth is this thing? What am I even gazing upon at this point in time? And all I think is, gosh, Paramount, you really managed to put something out there that, oddly enough, seemingly one-ups anything Disney Star Wars ever put out. And I'm sitting here wondering, is this show worse than even Doctor Who? Because if so, kudos to you for that one. I never thought anybody could possibly do that. But hey, you play a stupid game, you're going to win a massive stupid prize. But I'm going to leave it there on that note, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I mainly said that last little bit for the clip. But hey, Tim F, how are you? Only a combined 38K likes. Dislikes is abysmal interaction for Star Trek show. Dude, I don't care about Star Trek, like, at all. But every time I tune into, like, news and updates on this thing, it's atrocious. Hell, I should have pulled this in. Even Shatner hates it. I should have pointed this out. This is Gary's Nerdrotic Daily Channel. 7 days ago, 208K views. Realize, though, that's one of Gary's second channels. Gary has 3 total channels. They don't promote these as much as other people. If you realize that on a channel that Gary doesn't promote as much, he has an equivalent amount of views that compared to your show, that's bad. This isn't even his main channel. That's a side channel that he just throws clips up on. That's really bad to actually sit down and think about, that people could do better without even trying when it comes to the show. They don't have to promote it. They don't have to put it out on their main channel. They can just throw something out there, say how awful it is, and just rake in the views right now. That's sad. And you take a look at Adam. Adam, listen, I love to shit on Adam sometimes. You know, he's my buddy. He's my handler. He ain't really pulling in the money right now for me. But Adam, like legitimately, Adam is fucking killing it right now because of fucking Starfleet Academy. Let's pull up Adam. The Renaissance Nerd. One, he's live playing games, but I do want to show off like his videos right now on this. Go to his videos, and I don't want to be a dick. Here's his normal videos. 2 views and 82 views. You take a look at Starfleet for him. 2.1K. 15K. That's episode 3. This wasn't even directly about Starfleet. This is an episode review. Come on, let's keep looking. 519 views. 519 views. Let's see what else we got. Review. 5.3K views for his episode 2 review. Episode 1, 4.5K views. Brother's killing it right now. Let's go to his lives because I do want to point these out. 760 viewers for Where No Man Wants to Go. That's their episode 3 review. 760K views. 1.1K views for their initial stream. This shit is killing it. Adam's killing it right now with this stuff. I'm so fucking happy to see shit like that, man. But think of this. Think of a channel like Adam. Do the math, okay? This becomes numbers. This becomes like math equations, essentially. Adam, at a channel of 4.42K views, or subscribers, okay? That's 4.4. Adam put out a video and got 15K views. When you scale this, when you scale the views to subscriber ratio that Adam is getting right now, that's bigger than what fucking Paramount got. When you actually start scaling it and doing that math, Adam did better than Paramount did. And I'm not saying this, what I'm about to say, to throw shade on Adam. I'm not saying that at all. But think how fucking pathetic that is for Paramount. That Adam is technically doing better than you. Your channel, Paramount's channel. Go right on over here. I know, they put it on both things. They put it on both things. Your Star Trek channel has 180K subscribers. And your Paramount Plus channel has 2 million views. And a channel with only 4,000 subscribers, viewership ratio-wise, did so much better than you will ever think of doing. Let that shit sink in. And I'm saying this, I know, this sounds like some backhanded compliments, and I glitched out because of OBS. That sounds like some backhanded compliments I'm giving Adam right now. That sounds like some serious backhanded compliments. But everything I just said there is actually a massive compliment on him. Like, that shit's fucking killing it for him. I'm so happy to see that shit. I'm so happy to see that Adam's doing that well right now, because that is fucking fantastic. And Paramount, well, you lost Taylor Sheridan. You guys are screwed. By the way, I do want to do this until the weekend. We're going to be doing this at least one time a day. I need to get this done. Then I need to wrap it up and hop over to Iron, where I get a shout out at Prof some more, because, well, I'm the black pilled one. Let's do a high guard check-in, guys. Let's do a high guard check-in, because that ain't doing well. Again, high guard came out of the gate swinging with a 97 1,000 player base. Now, that is actually pretty damn good. You know, that was for a Monday. That's a phenomenal number base right there. But for a live service game, yeah, that. Granted, this is when I pulled this up. So let's, well, maybe the weekend will make it better. It is a weekday. It's only the 68. It's live service. There should definitely be a peak right about now. You should have saw a peak. Yeah. Again, we're gonna be checking up on High Guard every single day this week because I am curious. Hey, maybe even on Anime Odyssey, you know what? For Anime Odyssey, even though it's not Anime Odyssey related, I'm going to tell Adam for this episode, we have to do this because it is a part of my daily check-in for High Guard right now. Just so we can pull it up for like a quick second. And basically like, yeah. Sucks to suck. Sucks to fucking suck. Jesus Christ. But we will check in on that again tomorrow. Now, where are... Yeah, okay. So the other stuff I have, again, like that was... In reality, the Star Trek thing was the only actual topic I had tonight. When it came to the VTuber stuff, yes, there is an interesting thing that Kirsha kind of stumbled upon about something we talked about yesterday in regards to the Lala VTuber that got into it with Rev and some of the reactions to that. So we will actually look more into that tomorrow. I just realized I look really orange right now. Yeah, turn up my lights. But we will react to some of that stuff that she was kind of discovering and putting out too tomorrow. There will also probably be like actual news. I also have like Pokimane and shit like that. So yeah, we will engage with that on another day because I do need to be hopping on over to Iron Oxide's show. So in the meantime, even though I shouted at a lot of people and got very angry tonight, I still had a good old time. I had a decent old time, you know, making my point be known. But on that note, wait, am I early? No. What? Is Iron not streaming yet? Did Iron not go live? Let's see. Do I still have time? No, I don't have time. Could be right now. Fuck X-Men. Oh, he should be live, damn it! Okay, give me a second. I have to figure this out now. Damn it, he's not live! I just said I was gonna be a bit late by a little bit. Now I have to fucking do the whole raid shit and figure out where is he. Ironcast, there we go. There. We're gonna raid into Ironcast because that's where I will be next. So you guys all have a lovely night. Have a lovely day wherever it is in the world that you guys might be at. We will be back tomorrow with another stream, and obviously we have to have Anime Odyssey this Thursday where we're talking Godzilla, not -1, Godzilla, fuck. I picked the fucking anime, by the way. Yes, I had the name right. My brain fried when I said -1. No, it's not -1. We will be discussing Godzilla Singular Point over on Netflix, so check that out Thursday night. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later.